Yo, what up everyone? Amir here, owner Rapping and Snacking. Get into another Collector's Corner video, CDs, tapes, and one record. Some dope stuff here. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok at Rapping and Snacking. Appreciate you all as always. So, let's go ahead and get into it. This is going to go ahead and cover two shops that I went to when I was in San Diego back in February. I went to a shop called Feel It Records, dope shop, and then Beatbox Records, which is also a really cool shop. I always hit those spots up whenever I'm in San Diego, which is at least a few times a year. So let's go ahead and get into my pickups from Feel It Records first. I went ahead and spent $350 here, cash. And, you know, I'm going to say the prices for the things I bought, but just keep in mind that the grand total I spent was $350. And if you do the math and stuff, it's not going to add up to $350. It'll add up to more, just because they hooked it up and they're cool people. I've been a returning customer there and whatnot. So really dope folks at Feel It Records, and always a hint to bring cash whenever you go record shopping. So let's go ahead and get into the tapes that I picked up from them, and I got some rare stuff here. So for the first tape that I'm going to go ahead and show y'all, it's by 3-2, also known as Mr. 3-2, you know, part of the Convicts, etc. on Rap Lot Records. So we have the Wicked Buddha Baby, his debut album, and or 3-2's debut album, The Wicked Buddha Baby, and this was $30. Very awesome album right here. A fan of this one, and 3-2 RIP is a dope artist that not a lot of people talk about, so I want to go ahead and pick that one up. Then next up we got an artist, Lord Finesse, Return of the Funky Man. This is for $15 on cassette tape right here. Boom, boom, boom. Pick that one up. This is one that I was happy to get because I didn't have it. It's still sealed and it has the hype sticker. This is Young Lay's Black and Dangerous for $35. Like I said, still sealed. Dope album right here. And there's a track on here that some of y'all may not know. I mean, honestly, the whole album is good. But there's a track on here that y'all may really like called Got to Survive. And that also has Tupac on there. It's got Mack as well, who's also dope. I'm forgetting if there's anyone else on the track, but it for sure is Young Lay, Mack, and Tupac. It may have someone else. It doesn't say on the back right here, so I'm going off of memory. But $35 for this, and definitely check out that Gotta Survive track at the minimum. But the whole album, like I said, is dope, and I advise to check this one out. Shout out to Kyrie as well. Boom, boom, boom. So pick that one up for $35. Now, next up, this is probably the dopest thing that I got from the shop. This was $100, and I'm happy I picked it up because this is the original promo Bad Boy Entertainment sampler right here. So this is the one with tracks from Craig Mack's album Project Funk the World, and then tracks from Big E's Ready to Die album right here. And you know, they had repressed this with the vinyl and the tape a few years back for a record store day, which was honestly, they did a good job. I have that on my wall over here. It looks very similar, but this is the original version. You can tell from a various amount of ways. But this also has the original Me and My Bitch sample, the one that was not cleared, so it has that on this tape as well as a different sample on the intro track for Biggie. So really cool stuff. I was very happy, shocked that I found this one. It's the first time I've ever seen this in person. So this is $100. I know on Discogs the median is $100, and I've seen it sell for as much as like $200 before. So I was happy to go ahead and pick this one up. Boom, boom, boom. B.I.G. Mack, Big Mac cassette sampler. And then next up we have Crew's sampler right here for $10. This is the Dirty 30 original versions from the forthcoming album. So pick that one up right there for $10. Cool stuff. And then got another like kind of random tape. This is like a 10th anniversary Rap Lot Records tape for $5 right here. So it just has various tracks from Rap Lot Records catalog, whether it's from the Ghetto Boys or Gangsta Nip or Big Mike or whoever. You got some tracks on here to celebrate their 10th anniversary. Now, moving on, keeping it with cassette tapes, we have some cassette singles, or maxi tapes, I should say. First off, we have Brand Nubian's Wake Up for $8 right here. Boom, boom, boom. Still part of that $350 bundle. Then, moving on, we got Domino's Sweet Potato Pie for $5. Really good song from a really good album by the name Domino. Domino's self-titled and debut album called Domino. Sweet Potato Pie is a very dope, smooth track. It's also got the track That's Real on it. And I think I like the Sweet Potato Pie remix as well. That's on here if I recall. And this Wake Up by Brand Nubian also has Drop the Bomb and some remixes and stuff too. So next up, we have a very dope song by EPMD called Rampage. This features LL Cool J. This is for $15 right here. It also has the remix, which I'm not remembering if I have heard the remix. I'm not remembering. I'll have to listen to it after. I feel like I have. It's just, there's so many damn remixes, I can never remember what I think of them all. And it also has the song I'm Mad on here, which is really good. That's a dope track for sure. The next up we got Naughty by Nature's It's On. Great song. I was never a fan of the long intro to this track, but the song itself is really good. They're in the 1993 album. It's also got the KG remix, the Beatnuts remix, and the Hip Hop Hooray Pete Rock mix for $6 right there. Then we got Notorious B.I.G.'s Big Papa remix for $15. Big Papa, then Big Papa remix, and Who Shot Ya? Boom, boom, boom. And then lastly of the maxi tapes, I have Outkast Get Up and Get Out for $5. I was very happy to get this one. I was shocked I didn't have it, so I was happy I got it here. So boom, boom, boom. Now sticking with cassettes, I got a lot of stuff from them. Like I said, all still part of from Feel It Records. They I think they just gave me this. This says $10. I think they just gave me this one for free. Like they're just gonna hook me up with this one regardless. I'm pretty sure. So this is Conscious Daughter's We Roll Deep, as well as the remix. Dope track right here. Really good stuff. Don't sleep on that one right there. We got D Nice's It's Over. And also the TR 808 is coming. So it's got both those tracks. This is for $5. Cassette single. Then this is one that I hadn't seen in person before. This is Diggable Planet's Dial 7 right here for $5 from the Blowout Comb album. So, pretty good album, in my opinion. Underrated. Diggable Planet is just a dope group in general. We got Ice-T's Where It Goes Down right here, as well as Pimp Anthem for $5. Still sealed. It's horizontal, like artwork. Boom, boom, boom. And then we got Nonchalance 5 O'Clock. Really dope song right here. $5. Yeah, really good song, in my opinion. Now, moving on, sticking with some singles, we have Nonchalant as well, 5 O'Clock. I don't know the difference between this one. I'm not sure if I saw this on Discogs, actually, but this is Nonchalant. You can see Nonchalant right there, and then it says 5 O'Clock right here. So, completely different artwork than what I just shown you guys here. So, I'm not entirely sure. I forget if this one was on Discogs or not, so I'm going to have to go ahead and listen to this one and see what's different about it. But pretty cool. If y'all have this, go ahead and let me know down below. Love to see what people also have or don't have. And next we got Outkast Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music for $10 right here. Boom, boom, boom. Classic, classic, classic song right there. And we got Saphir's Light Sleeper on cassette single for $10. Now this is a really good song. Saphir is awesome. And definitely a different type of track. Fan of it. And then it's also got the track Battle Drill. Well, this is $10. And then next up, this is one that they also just threw in for free. It's listed at $2, so they just threw this in for free. This is Tag Team's Whoop, There It Is. So I think everyone's heard this song. Very popular, very catchy. So Whoop, There It Is by Tag Team. And then we have 3 cassette samplers that I picked up. Dubsy and the Mad Circles. Previews from the album Curb Servant, mixed by DJ Crazy Tunes. This is $10. Love this album. Very dope stuff right here. So happy to get the snippet tape. Then we got Lunas, or the Loonies, Funkin' Over Nothing, the Lunatic Music sampler for $5. This one is still sealed. And Fuji's snippets right here. Boom, boom, boom. This is their snippets from the score. So dope album. This is for $5 right here. Now, like I said, I still got more stuff. So like I said, I got a lot from them. Right here, we're going to get into the CD albums. Next up, we got Blase Blase's Blah Blah Blah. This was listed at $15, so pick this one up right here. Still from Feel It Records in San Diego. DJ Cool's Let Me Clear My Throat for $5. Boom, boom, boom. This is one that I hadn't seen, and I'm excited to go ahead and listen to this one. So this is the edited version of Straight Off the Streets of Motherfucking Compton by Eazy-E. This is for $10. It was issued without artwork on the front and the back. That's just how it is. So I'm intrigued to see if this is one that they had released with re-recorded lyrics clean, or if it was just bleeped out. So we'll go ahead and see. I have no idea. Next up is an album that I've been playing a lot lately, and that's MC Ren's The Villain in Black. What a great album. This is probably the best album in his catalog. $15 right here for an incredible album. Highly suggest checking it out if you haven't. Then we got the Nonce's World's Ultimate for $15 right here. Boom, boom, boom. Happy to finally pick that one up. We got a Priority Records retail in-source sampler from the summer of 1995 for $3 right here. I just picked this one up. There's a couple songs on here that I hadn't heard, so I'm like, let's check it out. But yeah. And this is one that I've been looking for a while. It's not the cheapest album to find. This is Red Hot Lover Tone's #1 player. This is listed at $30. And a reason why I also wanted this one is because there's a track on here, and it doesn't say on the back, but I know there's a track on here with Notorious B.I.G. that I haven't heard, and I think there's other artists on that song too, and I'm just not remembering off the top of my head, because some of these things, it's, my first time listening to it, obviously, for some of these items. A lot of them, like, I'm commenting on them, I've heard, or, whatever, but this is one that I haven't heard yet. So I'm excited to listen to this, just because of some of the production that I've seen and some of the features on it as well. I'm not as familiar with Red Hot Lover Tone, just generally speaking. I have a couple things that I've heard, but just haven't heard a full album. So excited to go ahead and check this one out for the first time. Boom, boom, boom. Then next up we have the Youngsta's No Mercy for $10 right here. And that's still not everything I got from this shop. So like I said, $350 got me a long way. We got Sir Mix-a-Lot Sleeping With My Funk for $5 on a slipcase. This is still sealed though, but it also has not only that track, the album version, and then the Lord Sadat remix, and then I Come Buffalo non-album track. This is a great song. Above the Law's California for $10. This isn't the one with the extra tracks. I forget what the extra songs were called. I think it's like maybe Pimp Clinic something, and then From Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust. This doesn't have all those songs, so this is just the promo. It's not the maxi. So this is just the song California, which itself is amazing. $10 right here. Then we got Craig Mack's Flavor in Your Ear remix for $15. Boom, boom, boom. Del the Funky Homo Sapiens, Catch a Bad One. Great song. This is $8, and it also has No More Worries right here. Also, good song. We got Domino's track Tales from the Hood. It's got the soundtrack version as well as some remixes for $5 right here. And also got this M.O.P. To the Death remix. If this one, I think they just threw in for free. I think that this was issued without artwork. I'm almost certain. That's why I picked it up. I think it was issued without artwork, so just as is. And then next up and last item that I got from Feel It Records, all of this is $350, is Scarface's Game Over. Pretty good song that I feel like a lot of people don't know exists. This is Scarface, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Too Short. Looks like, yeah, Too Short's on this one too. So, like an all-star cast. It's a dope track. It's not like, the best song ever by any means, but it's a dope song for sure. And I'm happy that they recorded this one. It's from his Untouchable album, Scarface Untouchable album. This is for $10, and I love the chessboard artwork because I have Game Over on one of the J card like EU pressings, and it's a different artwork too. So I prefer this artwork. Boom. So that was everything out from Feel It Records. $350 from San Diego. Like I said, if you were to add up all the prices that I mentioned, it's going to be more than $350. But thankfully, they hooked it up, and cash is king, and I bought a lot. So all tips for people who are trying to buy from record stores and whatever. Now, next shop, I got some really rare stuff. These may be a little bit more obscure titles that, some listeners may not know all these artists. So just be patient with me. I know some of the people who've been listening for a long time are particularly fond of some of the Rap-A-Lot Records releases and other stuff will be fans and know this catalog very well. So this is from Beatbox Records in San Diego, $400. I'm going to start off with the only cassette that I got, and that's Crucial Conflicts, the final tick right here. This was for $8. I was shocked I didn't have this, so I had to go ahead and pick it up right here. Now the CDs are I got more of the rare stuff, so let's go ahead and show y'all. First off, we got Big Mello's Bone Hard Brothers for $50 right here. Like I said, the prices that you hear, if you add them all up, it's going to be a lot more than $400, so just remember that. So Bone Hard Brothers right here, boom, 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 for $50. Happy to go ahead and get this. They had a lot of like hard to find, out of print, rare stuff. A lot of which was the first pressings or came out in the year that it dropped. So first, second pressing kind of stuff. So pick this one up right here by Big Mello, $50. Now next I've got Big Mello's Southside Story for $35 as well. Boom, 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 right there. And this was not on Rap-A-Lot Records. This is on Interrogation Records, whereas the first release that I just showed you was on Rap-A-Lot Records. Now moving on, we got D of Trinity Garden Cartel's Game Done Change for $50. This is another one that I just hadn't heard, so I just went ahead and picked it up. Because some of these things, this is my first time seeing this CD in person, so I went ahead and had to go ahead and pick that one up. Now, this is one that I feel like some of y'all will know, and this is the first pressing, which I've been looking for. This is K. Reno's Stories from the Black Book, $100 for the first pressing right here. Not easy to find by any means. I've seen some other pressings of this, but not the first press. So happy to finally pick this one up for $100 right there. Not easy to find. Then we got Sibo's Mob Figures right here for $15. So this is a little easier to find compared to some of the other stuff I just showed. We got Show's album Trouble Man, which it's funny because this is for $12. It says featuring Willie D on the cover, and you see Willie D in the background, which actually takes up more space of the cover than Show does himself. But that's interesting. Anyways, Trouble Man right here for $12. And then we got this album by the Terrorists, Terror Strikes, Always Business, Never Personal for $35. Right here. I'm not as... So, this is one that I've listened to. Some of these albums I haven't heard yet because it's my first time owning them. This album, I think it's like... It's okay. I think Dope E's verses and his lyrics are nowhere near as strong as other people on his songs. Like, I prefer actually... My favorite song here is actually the South Park Coalition. It's got a bunch of Rap-A-Lot artists on there. I think my favorite verse on there is probably K. Reno's or Gangsta Nips. But, it's a cool album. It's got some joints on it. And I really like the song Execution in particular. Like, those two tracks I like the most from the album for sure. But 35 right here. Happy to listen to it. Rap-A-Lot. A lot of out-of-print material. Then Terrorist's second album, Full Scale Attack. This is not on Rap-A-Lot. This is on Interrogation Records for $24. Picked that one up. And then I got Too Much Trouble, also known as the Baby Ghetto Boys, Bringing Hell on Earth for $28. I mean, this cover's so chaotic. It's got, like, fake fire in the background. You got a little person with, a snake. And it's just, like, guns. And it's just crazy stuff going on. And also, I just don't know that rapper's name on the cover. That's why I called him a little person. Don't hate me. I just don't know his name. So it is what it is. But excited to go ahead and peep this one out. Like I said, Rap-A-Lot. I have not heard this album yet. I've heard, I think, a song from it before. So excited to finally go ahead and check this one out. Because sometimes the best thing is to just pick up an album from a label you trust, which Rap-A-Lot is one of them for me. And just go ahead and put it in, pause, and see if it's dope or not your style or whack or whatever. So we'll go ahead and see what the verdict is on this one. $28. And then next up, I got the Young Southern Players Volume 2 compilations. This for $24 right here. It's got some dope artists on here, but I haven't heard this comp in full. Yeah, DJ Paul, DJ Squeaky, Juicy J, The Kazi. So a bunch of 3-6 stuff right there. But it's also got other stuff. Like Tommy Wright III, Lil Kike, or Kiki, SSP, and then other stuff like Bolo. I'm not sure who that is. and OCF. I'm not sure who that is, so gonna be cool to check this one out for $24. And then last up that I picked up from Beatbox Records is the C Murder Still Sealed Bossolini for $75. So everything that I just mentioned, those CDs, the one tape, and this vinyl was for $400 in cash. And like I said, some of that stuff was, or it was all like at a discounted rate. So anyways, that's a lot of stuff, like a lot of rare, hard to find things, some things that I saw for my very first time as well, which is always really cool to know that, you know, I've been to record stores hundreds of times in my life and there's still things that I'm seeing for the very first time. So I love that. It just makes me hungry to keep going to other places and stuff, and shows how much stuff is really out there. But if you have any questions on pricing or the pressings that I got or any of the music or whatever, go ahead and hit me up on YouTube or Instagram and TikTok at Rappin' and Snackin'. Drop your favorite stuff down below. Let me know what y'all got, or if you've been looking for things, you know what I mean? So anyways, y'all know the drill. I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace out.